Welcome to the Know. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ashley Jenkins.
Uncharted 4 has a new name. It's now called A Thief's Copyright Infringement.
What?
Thanks to a trailer released by Naughty Dog today.
The new trailer, featuring plenty of high-stakes adventure, ominous forebodings, and all the craps to make a series fan happy, also happens to maybe steal some Assassin's Creed assets from Ubisoft.
That was one of the levels in Uncharted 3, right? Breaking into Ubisoft?
Hey!
Actually, a really good game. According to several Ubisoft staffers, an image seen about 1 minute and 30 seconds into the new footage highlights an image that is a direct rip of concept art from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag.
Man, Naughty Dog is not playing around for Drake's final adventure, and neither are the Ubisoft devs. Assassin's Creed head of content, Azazia Amar, called out the theft on Twitter, saying, "I get the thief title now." Someone's feeling salty. It's like he got it from me.
It's not just Eddy today. The salt didn't stop there, though. The tweet was retweeted by the official Assassin's Creed Twitter account, but then, of course, unretweeted when somebody probably yelled at their social media manager, presumably in French.
The tweet was also mentioned by Black Flag director Ashraf Ismail, who took the come at me bro approach by tweeting at Naughty Dog directly, and Ubisoft Montreal boss Alex Hutchinson sent a tweet to Jonathan Cooper, an animator at Naughty Dog who previously worked at Ubisoft, joking that doing your own concept art is twice the work.
What happened to what happened with just like winks and nods?
harsh.
Why does it all have to be so like
Everyone's
angry?
man today.
God, you'd think that Ubisoft would be a little bit more understanding, of course, considering how many times they've copy and pasted their own
Oh,
game.
snap. Woof. Naughty Dog has responded by updating the game's trailer. They also added an apology to their blog, stating that they made a regrettable mistake and didn't thoroughly vet the artwork used for an in-game painting. They also added that they hold all artistry in high regard and take full responsibility for having allowed this to happen. Actually, a very classy response.
Yes.
Well done, Naughty Dog. You're taking the high road.
Taking the high road, and also someone's never working with you again. It's hard to blame the Ubisoft devs, of course, for firing up the Twitter snark, but we're gonna go ahead and blame them anyway. I mean,
Well, it's fun.
yeah,
It's fun.
It's fun. This isn't the first time they've had an incident like this happen. Now, a couple years back, a developer at Ubisoft launched allegations that code was stolen directly from Assassin's Creed 2 for use in Shadow of Mordor.
Well, he was a former developer at the time, though, but he had worked on Assassin's Creed 2.
Right. He cited the game's combat and air assassinations as the main offenders, and others noted several apparent similarities in climbing animations as well.
Shadow of Mordor design director Michael DePlatter, who was actually a developer at Ubisoft for several years, he worked on End War, I think, denied these accusations, stating that his team built everything from the ground up to make the game. You know, except for the open world mission style that's clearly borrowed from games like Assassin's Creed, plus the art and assets from Lord of the Rings, but other than that, everything.
Totally made it all of it.
We'll give them credit for the Nemesis system. That was beautiful.
Salt content, by the way, at record highs for today. And unfortunately
Heyo.
for Naughty Dog. We should have like a weather that goes, too bad we're not on the green screen anymore.
We'll just put it in anyway. It'd be clip art.
Yes. I have to edit this, so maybe not. Unfortunately for Naughty Dog, this isn't their first robbery rodeo either. Except last time it was for possibly stealing Ellen Page's face.
Peace off. Back when Last of Us first debuted, the actress said they stole her likeness for use of the game's character Ellie. In an AMA, Paige expressed that she was unappreciative of the ripoff, her words, considering that she had lent her likeness to Beyond Two Souls instead.
In regards to that situation, though, Naughty Dog claimed the character was based on the appearance of Ashley Johnson, who played the character in that game.
Makes sense.
Yeah, they'd actually taken pains to differentiate the character from Paige.
But back to Ubisoft. First Shadow of Mordor, now Uncharted. Assassin's Creed is taking so much heat for being repetitive and boring, they're taking a break to retool the whole series, so what is up with everyone apparently taking stuff from it?
Well, in the case of Shadow of Mordor, while it seemed obvious that Assassin's Creed was the primary influence for that game, the director shot those comparisons down. Now, according to him, the Batman Arkham Knight game served as the main source of inspiration, which does make a lot of sense, seeing as how it was also published by Warner Brothers.
Now, with Naughty Dog, it could be a number of things that don't involve dressing like the hamburger and tiptoeing through the studio, stuffing loot into big sacks. It's more like the usage was an honest mistake rather than outright theft. It's definitely not uncommon to see Easter eggs or references in games to other games, although they do tend to not be straight up assets usually.
Yes, it could be that someone at Naughty Dog used the art as a placeholder to be swapped out later in development, which didn't get caught, and then the trailer was released, which is a very big oopsie.
Oops, but with this recent Uncharted trailer, it's obvious that the image had been altered. A character has clearly been removed from the concept art, so why go through all that work to edit it if it was just meant as a placeholder?
Yeah, very good point. It's really, honestly, not a good look for Naughty Dog as a whole. While it's totally possible for it to have been a legit mistake, mistake, like we're saying. There have been plenty of times in the past where actual theft did take place, which is enough to make us all skeptical.
And especially the Assassin's Creed developers who take to Twitter. Years back, point-and-click adventure game Limbo of the Lost by Majestic Studios was found to blatantly plagiarize assets from as many as a dozen games, including World of Warcraft, Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, Diablo 2, and Return to Castle Wolfenstein.
Hey, if you're gonna steal from some games, hey, those are some pretty good ones.
Hey, steal from the best. The game's publishers later stopped distributing the game once they learned that it was basically the video game form of a drug mule.
Yeah, there are also the notorious case of Flappy Bird, of course, which we all know and are addicted to or were at one time. The iOS game was allegedly making over $50,000 a day at one point, despite using what appeared to be art lifted right out of the Mario games. It later turned out that it was original art. It just wasn't very original.
The game may be gone thanks to the developer's meltdown over his success, but hey, green pipes are forever.
Most recently, Wii U developer Ninja Pig Studios was accused of stealing pixel art from an indie developer for their game Jumpy Cat. The developers maintained their innocence, but decided to pull the game down from the Wii U shop for reasons? They weren't exactly clear why.
So mysterious.
Yeah, but they totally didn't steal that stuff, guys. Totally didn't. Oh, except for the name, which was already being used by another smartphone developer. But, you know, it's fine.
It's fine. Some of those are pretty extreme, not at all what appears to have happened with Uncharted 4. It was an honest mistake, but you can see why people would initially be upset.
Yes, or left field headcanon. This is just a confirmation that Assassin's Creed games and Uncharted games all happen in the same universe.
Ooh.
Yes, maybe Nathan Drake is not only descendant of Sir Francis Drake, but also Ezio. And his belt buckle is one of the pieces of Eden, and also that's why Drake and Desmond Miles are voiced by Nolan North.
That actually makes probably more sense than a lot of Assassin's Creed games at this point.
Yeah.
Every game with Nolan North should just be part of the same universe. It's the Nolan North connected universe theory.
And it's every friggin' game, because that guy's in everything!
Get on that, Pixar fans.
Yes.
You're good at putting crazy different things together.
Yeah, put it on Reddit. Make a subreddit. r/Nolan North Universe. Get on it. You'll be able to judge these ridiculous theories and the game, which is a pretty important thing for yourself, of course, when Uncharted 4: A Thief's End hits store shelves on April 26th. You know, hopefully with a little less or a little more theft.
Just the right kinds of theft.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Uncharted 4 accidentally taking assets from Ubisoft? Let us know in the comments.
Or do you think it was accidental? Put your conspiracy theories in the comments as well. For all the latest on video game robberies and updates on Uncharted 4, like this video and subscribe to The Know. Welcome to The Know. I'm Meg Turney.
I'm Ashley Jenkins.
The new Uncharted game is getting fucking pains to differentiate.
By Majestic Studio was...
Hey, if you're gonna steal from some games, nope. While it seemed obvious that Assassin's Creed was the primary influence, fucking hell.